Hi there friends, welcome back to SambuTimes.com here on Late Night Show, and we'd like to welcome you. Those who are watching tonight, I know you're waiting for another featured personality will be joining us, and with the exchanges I know that personality will be able to give us some inspiration tonight. And stay where you are. This time I would like to feature another guy who I believe he could entertain us, give us full information about the entity that he is representing, and as a professional, and we believe this could make our night tonight. Well, this man calls the shot at the Department of Interior and Local Government Regional Office 9 here in Western Mindanao. And being at the helm, this guy has a lot of challenges facing him ahead, especially for this new year 2012. And on the aspect of transparency, accountability, good governance with integrity and probity. This guy who looks after the implementation of the programs and priorities of the department on the implementation of laws, legal orders, and decrees, and all this sort. He oversees the region in its governance, and oftentimes he goes around the region to visit the local government units. A dedicated public servant is our special guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is no less than our Regional Director of the TILG here in Western Mindanao, based in Pagadian City, Regional Center. I would like to welcome Faisal Omar Apotasin. Sir, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Bernie, and good evening to our televiewers. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to interact with you and, of course, our televiewers.
Yeah. Late Night Show had been waiting for your presence. And thank you also for this opportunity. This is a rare chance that we will be able to listen to our regional director. So going to the main issue. I believe that you came over in Zamboanga City to meet our local government units, and I believe the good secretary was supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's true, Bernie. My purpose of coming into Zamboanga City is to attend the Regional Peace and Order Council meeting. We are very happy that our very energetic city mayor, Honorable Celso Lupligat, was finally appointed by the President as Regional Peace and Order Council Chair for Eastern Mindanao. And with this development, malaking bagay ang magagawa natin so that we can address the issues and concerns about peace and order.
So the secretary is not coming?
Well, that's the problem now, Bernie.
Yeah.
Although I do not want to consider this a problem, but it's a challenge. So last night we received a call from the secretary that he will not be able to be with us in the RPOC meeting because of an urgent call from Malacanang where he needs to attend to. And knowing the secretary, I think among the cabinet secretaries of the Aquino administration, Secretary Robredo is one of the busiest cabinet secretary this time.
So the how busy is the secretary reflects also how very busy the good director.
Well, dapat ganun, Bernie, no? Kung energetic yung boss mo, you should also be energetic, otherwise mapag-iwanan ka.
Oo, dapat double time pa tayo.
Double time, mas energetic ka pa doon sa secretary mo.
Sabi nga nila, sometimes you're two step ahead pa in terms of implementing what is being asked of us. Sa Director, under the new administration, medyo nakapokus si Secretary Robredo and your department sa itong sinabi natin, transparency and accountability. So, kumusta na po yung pamalakad and paano tayo maka-achieve ng ating desired goal?
Well, totoo yung Bernie, no? The priority task of this administration is to ensure transparency and accountability, not only for those in the national government agencies, but most especially among our local government units. And in the course of the implementation of this Transparency Accountability Trust, our department came out with a program. We call this full disclosure policy.
Yun.
And we would like to report to our people in Western Mindanao that as far as Region 9 is concerned, 73% of all local government units in Western Mindanao have already complied with the full disclosure policy. And some of them were already recipient of the Performance Challenge Fund. So, ito yung mga bagay na nangyayari ngayon, is the latest development. And I think even on the part of the local government units, they were also very happy that their performance are now being recognized.
So itong funds na-release na talagang hawak na nila ito?
Well,
implemented na?
The Performance Challenge Fund were already distributed to the local government units. And I saw to it that I personally hand-carried these checks being distributed to our local government units. So that they will also feel we are recognizing their performance, and we do hope hindi lang tayo magtatapos doon sa mga ganung incentives, but dapat sustainable yung effort natin in ensuring transparency and accountability in the administration of our local government.
That includes the financial, also fiscal management, no?
Ang focus talaga dito po disclosure policies on the financial matters, financial transaction of the local government units, starting from the budget, saan napunta yung pera, yung procurement nila, what they call it, mga supplies na kailangan. So there are 13 reports that needs to be uploaded in the website of every local government units before you can say that they are fully compliant with the full disclosure policy.
Ilang porsyento na lang, sir? Hindi pa medyo...
Well, as of this time, last year, based on our record, 73% of all local government units have fully complied. But some local government units partially complied. And we're very happy to note that wala talagang LGU sa Region 9 na hindi nag-comply. Although merong partial compliant, merong full compliant.
So what seems to be the problem? Siguro kailangan ng alalayan sila ng korte.
Well, siguro Verde, isa yun sa tinututukan ng department is we are asking also a question why they fail to fully comply.
While others
manage to fully comply. Ano bang kulang doon? Technical assistance or may mga reports na talagang hindi lang ma-upload. But as far as I'm concerned, being the regional director of the IID Region 9, I'm already happy na wala talagang LGU sa atin sa Region 9 na hindi nag-comply. But merong full compliance, merong partial compliance.
So at least dahan-dahan tayo.
Well,
we're to that direction. Talagang karoon tayo ng kompleto.
Yan ang importante dyan is at least yung mga local government units natin medyo nakikita na nila dapat talaga i-account din nila yung mga sarili nila. When we started to implement this full disclosure policy birthday, marami nagsasabi nyo, hindi nyo kaya yan. Because knowing also kung ano yung mga mindset ng ating mga local government units, yung iba sinasabi, why do you have to look into our records? Di ba may local autonomy tayo? Yung sinasabi naman natin, siguro hindi naman talaga full kwan yan, but it needs also some regulations. And may karapatan naman yung mga kababayan natin and even the national government agencies to look into kung ano talaga yung nangyayari sa local government.
Ang maganda naman that the ILC and the government itself is nagbibigay din ng incentive, parang it's a reward system, no?
Yeah,
You're given recognition kung nagawa mo ito, no? Which is to the letter, dapat sundan ng LGU. Well, yung sinasabi na accountability, full disclosure, transparency in government, matagal na nating inano yan, dinidream yan, no? It's a dream come true this time dahil nandito na. And we are doing it now. Now, but the bottom line here is good governance ng local government. So, ako pa rin bigyan with, yung, ano pa yung reading, description yun ng good governance, Director.
Well, napakahirap na niyan kung ano yung how are we going to describe a good governance aspect. Pero ako naman, personally, ang tingin ko dyan, pag medyo masaya yung mga kababayan natin, masaya sa performance ng local government units, we can already say na maganda yung pamamalakad ng isang local official. By the way, pwede, ang gusto ko rin emphasize dito na meron kami mga wide systems na ipinamimigay for those local government units who have shown good performance. For instance, itong Gawad Pamana ng Lahi. Gawad Pamana ng Lahi, we consider this as mother of all awards. So last year, we have already identified sino yung mga magagaling local government units who can be considered as an awardee of the Gawad Pamana ng Lahi. And for Region 9, for the provincial level, nabigyan po natin ng Zamboanga del Norte, the province of Zamboanga del Norte under the leadership of Governor Vlado Nieves. Yes. And hindi lang po plaque ang binigay natin, we also gave them 3 million pesos as an award. For good performance, basically kasi nag-comply din sila doon sa full disclosure.
So anong gagawin sa pera?
Well,
intended purpose yun?
Meron talaga silang project, no? Meron nagsasubmit sila sa department ng project description o program of activities na nagkakaroon kami ng MOA with the concerned local chief executives. So, provincial level, province of Zamboanga del Norte, and for the city category, no less than Zamboanga City.
Okay.
Is a recipient of Gawad Pamana.
Congratulations,
And I would like to congratulate the province of Zamboanga del Norte and the city of Zamboanga for winning this award. So, again, ang Zamboanga City was also entitled for 3 million pesos. Medyo nasabit na nila yung project description nila. Alam na namin kung ano saan gagamitin. And for the municipal level, the municipality of Labasod, Zamboanga del Norte, is a recipient of the Gawad Pamana ng Lahi. And meron din silang cash incentive amounting to 1 million.
When did you give this?
Last year.
Last year, no? And this year we are looking forward also for
magkakaroon yearly yearly competition, and I think medyo kasi nagkakaroon na ng parang exodus, no? Matatawag natin, nagkakaroon na ng competition ng mga local government units. Dahil hindi lang plaque o recognite, certificate na receive nila.
May cash incentive pa.
Din sila ng cash incentives to implement their priority programs.
Okay, so we talk about more about the DILG and what our good director is doing when we pause for a break. Stay with us here on Late Night Show.